Hello. Why just keep moving won't stop you from falling, and what actually does. Here's something that surprised even me when I read the latest research. Doing a bit of gentle movement, a wander around the garden, a once a week sit down class is not enough to stop you from falling. And if you've been told otherwise, I want to put that right today. So stick around because the difference matters to your independence. So if you're 60 or older and you find you're a bit less sure on your feet, or you're a son or daughter and you're worried about that parent who seems to be slowing down and you're worried about this, then this video is definitely for you. I'm Gail. I'm a physiotherapist and a falls coach, and I've spent the past 2 decades working with individuals to fight back against falls, to take back their independence, and to get on with the business of making memories with those they love. So I'm not here to frighten you with statistics. I'm here to educate, equip, and enable you so that by the end of this video, you will know exactly what works and what to do first. So let me start with Martha. When I first saw Martha, she had done what so many people have done. She quietly shrunk her own life to feel safe. She had locked herself away in her ground floor flat. She had even started cutting back on what she drank and what she ate so that she would not have to risk the trip back and forth to the toilet. From the outside, it looks like caution. From the inside, it is a cage. And the terrible irony is that the less she moved, the weaker and achier she got, and the weaker and achier she got, the more likely the next fall became. Now, here's a bit I want you to really hear. For years, the message has been stay active. And that is true as far as it goes, but it's not the whole truth. I read a big review this week that pulled together 21 separate trials covering over 3,000 older people, and it lined up different exercises to see which actually cut falls. The structured strength and balance programs came out clearly on top. The gentle balance works on its own, and even Tai Chi trailed behind. And there was one more thing that caught my eye. There is a sweet spot for how much to do. More is not endlessly better, but too little does almost nothing. So that sits on an even bigger review where nearly 20,000 people were reviewed, which found that exercise cut the rate of falls by around 20% and by nearly 40% when the exercise genuinely challenged your balance and added up to more than 3 hours a week. The benefit almost doubled, not because people moved more in general, but because they did the right kind of work at the right dose. There's no magical formula here. Not everyone starts where Martha started, and not everyone gets the results as quickly as she did. And that is exactly why you want someone who knows what they're doing in your corner, rather than just guessing on your own. However, there is a winning formula, and it is within your reach. Think of it like lifting. Just like lifting a heavier weight tells the muscle to grow stronger, it is gently increasing the challenge to your balance that tells your body to get steadier. So a resistance band handed to you once and never made any harder is like a gym membership and only lifting the lightest dumbbell on the rack. You will feel like you're doing something, but your body has no reason to change. The magic, and there genuinely was what looked like a magical shift in Martha, is in the progression. Steady, safely, and a little more each time. And here's the encouraging part. The system has finally caught up with this. The new national guidance and the NHS itself are now built around exactly this kind of progressive strength and balance work. So you're not swimming against the tide, you're going with it. The question is no longer whether this works. The only question is whether the work you are doing is actually being tailored to you and made harder over time, or whether you have been handed a leaflet and left to it. So if you do one thing after this video, do this. Stop asking, am I moving enough? And start asking, is my balance actually being challenged and is it getting harder over time? That single shift is the heart of the Fight Back Falls formula. Pick one balance task that you can just about manage, something that makes you concentrate a little. Do it safely with support nearby, and every week make it slightly harder. That is how Martha went from a shrinking life in one room back to getting out for her bits and bobs and living like a champ. Now, if you want me to walk you through the full formula step by step, subscribe and stay with me, because that is exactly what we're building here together. You're not automatically sentenced to a life of falls, of lost mobility, of a world that gets smaller every year. You can take back the reins, and on the other side of that work is the thing that is really all about you. Steady, on your feet and out the front door, making the kind of unforgettable memories with your grandchildren that no leaflet ever gave anyone. That is the life you're fighting for, and it is absolutely worth the fight. Thank you.